from Iran. Iran is on the edge. There are protests on the streets that have turned deadly. We're learning that the death toll has risen to 62 and unrest has spread across the country. Thousands have hit the street, as you can see on the visuals. Dozens have died. Buildings and statues have been set on fire in Iran, where tensions surrounding protests against the leadership and winning economy saw the overnight escalation at an all-time high on Friday as well, prompting authorities to resort to a nationwide internet shutdown. And we're learning that right now the death toll has risen to 62. The entire country is on the edge. Rishabh, do tell us about the situation on the ground. There is a security crackdown, but unfortunately, we're learning that the death toll has risen to 62.
Well, if we talk about Iran, Iran is in boil. There's at least 28 of 31, provinces of Iran where we have seen protests. The death toll has risen to 62. Remember, these are estimates that are being given by the foreign agencies who are not very much present on ground. The on-ground situation could be very different as well. The Supreme Leader is very clear. The Khamenei is very clear that this is all work of Western agents, and they will not allow this to happen in Iran. But the way youngsters in Iran have hit the street, it looks like another revolution in the region. After what we saw in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, for that matter, in Nepal, and now what we are seeing in Iran, this looks like a South Asian spring, for that matter, in line with Arab Spring that we saw a decade and a half ago. But now, having said this, in Iran, things are also very complicated. What is the protest about? The protest is about the living conditions, the cost of living, the inflation, unemployment, and how basic necessities are not being given to the people. And that is the major cause of the whole protest. But here, the entry of Reza Pahlavi, the son of the last Shah of Iran, has made it more political, more international. Reza Pahlavi yesterday has already written to Donald Trump saying that be prepared to intervene. Situation on ground is not good. So Reza Pahlavi sees this as a return of monarchy, the Shah of Iran, to Tehran. That is something that remains to be seen if that happens. Donald Trump time and again has said that if things go south, we will intervene. The president of Iran has a different version of curbing these protests. The Supreme Leader Khamenei has a different intention to suppress this protest. So a lot is happening on ground, and the weekend is going to be very, very important for Iran. All eyes right now on how things unfold there.
Absolutely. The situation in Iran, in fact, the country is in crisis. 62 people have lost their life. But stay on with us. We have a reaction coming in from US President Donald Trump. He has warned Iran, saying that Iran is in big trouble. US President Donald Trump has said that Iran, which is facing a major protest in the country, was in big trouble, and again warned that he could order military strikes. He has said, and I quote, "Iran is in big trouble. It looks to me that people are taking over certain cities that nobody thought were really possible just a week ago." When he was asked on a message to Iran's leader, Trump said that you better not start shooting because we will start shooting you too. Also going on to emphasize that Iran, which is facing major protests, death of people, there is crisis on the street. In fact, that Iran was in big trouble, and again warned that he could order military strikes. And also going on to say, and I quote, if they start killing people, they will have, like they have in the past, we will also get involved. So that is what Donald Trump has said, Rishabh. Once again, warning Iran. Remember, day before yesterday, he had also made similar statement. And once again, he is saying that Iran is in big trouble. US is watching this very closely. A very strong warning that he has given to Iran. Rishabh.
Well, definitely. See, Iran is on the list. That is something that many experts say, Akansha, that Iran is on the list of Donald Trump. And whether Iran is now or later, that is something that needs to be seen. There, after Venezuela, there is Greenland, there's Iran, there are other issues as well that Donald Trump wants to look into, put his attention to those matters as well. Iran is one of the matters that Donald Trump definitely wants to put his attention intervention to. Whether the time has come or not, that is something that is difficult to say right now. But yes, Donald Trump aggressively is posturing against Iran and have been saying that the way protesters are being treated, the brutality that is being unleashed on protesters, might need U.S. intervention. When will that intervention be? What will that intervention be? How will that intervention be is something that remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and to understand how things unfold.
Absolutely, and that's a statement that has been given by U.S. President Donald Trump. He has once again given a warning to Iran, saying that they are in fact in a big trouble, and if they start killing people, and this is what Donald Trump has said, like they have in the past, we will get involved. That doesn't mean boots on the ground, but it means hitting them very, very hard where it hurts. Is a big warning that Donald Trump has given, saying that Iran, which is facing major protests, is in big trouble, and warning that he could order military strikes. Iran is in big trouble. It looks to me that people are taking over certain cities that nobody thought were really possible just a week ago. We have another breaking update coming in. Rishabh Sion with us. In fact, a letter that Iran has written to UN Security Council, in which it has rejected destabilizing, U.S. practices which determine UN Charter violate the fundamental principle of the international law. And they've written to UN Security Council and have rejected U.S. action, calling the action a destabilizing move, saying that UN Charter alleges violation of the international law. And this letter has been sent to the UN Security Council. Iran hits back at the Washington diplomatic row that has now escalated. Rishabh, take us through this letter that Iran has written to UN Security Council.
Well, Iran is doing what all it can do to ensure that international pressure at least doesn't come. While they're focusing on the domestic pressure that is coming in from these protesters, they don't want any international pressure to come in, and that is something that Iran is doing. In this letter, Iran has also accused countries like United States and the agencies of United States administration of fanning this whole chaos in Iran as well. Khamenei has gone on to say that this is all Western agents who are trying to destabilize his regime in Tehran, and that is something that is part of this letter. Iran has also asked UNSC to intervene and ensure that no foreign hand is involved in.
Absolutely, and Iran has rejected international scrutiny. They have said that this is a violation of the international law. Thanks so much, Rishabh, for all the details. With this, a short break.